All right, we're live here. Post game reaction. Warriors Rockets game 3. Warriors with the big win tonight in San Francisco over the Rockets. No Jimmy Butler, but they still show up. That's all that matters. And they get the win to move on to 2-1 with the next game against the Rockets here early next week. All right, big win here, like I just said. Let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, a lot of places to go. I mean, Curry was awesome tonight. Awesome. 36 points, 5 threes, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. He was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, and the fact that the Warriors got off to such a bad start, too, in this game, like an awful start. Weren't scoring at all. Looked like they had nothing going. And then, 18 points in the first quarter, but they held the Rockets to 22. Like we said, Rockets not scoring. They cut it to 3 there at halftime, but it was looking pretty meek there. And then we come out with a 35-point fourth quarter to finish, and all that due to number 30. What more can we say about Steph Curry? I mean, all I just keep saying is a 1-1. He made a great defensive play tonight when Van Vliet drove to get the outlet pass to Hield. It started with him. I mean, he needed to bring the energy. They looked dead in the first quarter. He relied on some guys to maybe get some shots off, see if they had something going. They did not. They needed him to absolutely carry everything tonight to do with the Warriors. And you could tell Kerr knew that too. Kerr usually has a subbing pattern that he has with Curry. He did not have that tonight. Curry was played, 41 minutes tonight, 12 of 23. 5 of 13 from 3, 7 and 8 from the free throw line. Again, they knew that they needed this game from their star. You don't put this game on ABC because of the Rockets on 5:30 time. It was because of Mr. 30 there, and he delivers with 36 points plus 18, and he was the whole show tonight for the Warriors. Obviously, we needed some guys to step up along the way, but without him, like he wasn't, and he felt it tonight. I could tell early on after that first quarter, he knew that he needed to lead the charge, and he did. Interesting point too with the Warriors that Tyler brought up as well when we were talking as well was the Draymond technical. You know, that and Mateo, I saw that online with him. That was a key point. You know, I thought he did get fouled by Sengun, believe it or not, on that play. Some may argue no, but I thought he did, but he lost it. He ran a beeline right to the referee. He gets teed up immediately. Maybe a chance ejected in a regular season game, but he definitely got into it, but definitely got the crowd into it more. The crowd really picked up from that point on. I was a little disappointed in the crowd in the first quarter, but again, when you score 18 points, you can't expect the crowd to do much. So I thought that was also a big point with Draymond was that energy he brought after that technical. His offense was not very good tonight. It made some okay passes at times, but even then he struggled. 3 of 11 from the field. But, man, he brought the energy on defense. He made Sengun work for everything. His boxing out, especially at big guys, is absolutely incredible. My guy Ryan checking in. Ryan, big win, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Big win here. They look good. They got off early. Glad Steph is Steph. If Peyton is going to be an offensive threat, then the Warriors will be fine. Unfortunately, I don't think we can bank on that. Ryan checking in here. Ryan, hopefully see you tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah, get a little hockey tomorrow, believe it or not. Got a guy on Ass fan, so we'll get into that a little too. So, Ryan, yeah, Peyton, I did want to touch on that too. I mean, he was 17 points. Like I have that, his defense was on point, but you're right, off the pick and roll, he was able to make a couple dive cuts, finished some shots, shots around the hoop that he doesn't usually finish, which was a really big thing. He made the 2 out of 3 threes. That obviously he's going to keep the defense a little bit of aware of that. He passed up some shots along the way too, but he was really competitive with that. Hield with 17 points. He played a decent game. Had a couple. It got picked by Adams. Never a good thing. We get picked by a center, but 5 of 11 threes. I mean, that's almost 50% shooting from him. 6 of 13 also from the field. So we get that from Hield and Peyton. That we get this from Curry. That's going to take us over the top because everybody else. I mean, they didn't show up in the scoring department, but post Moody was, he was okay tonight. I wouldn't say he wasn't great by any means. He was solid. Gave us some defense at mine. Pods couldn't hit the 3. Post couldn't hit the 3. Green obviously didn't. I think Kuminga did it. Kind of his thing was a few buckets around the hoop, but it mostly was the Curry, Peyton, and Hield that carried the way for the Warriors for them to get to this 2-1 lead. So I don't know. I'm curious out there, Dubs fans. Like this is a big win for us. Part of, and it's curious. Like I don't know. I guess we're just used to those championships now where it's like I watch a team and I go, okay, without Butler, man, oh man, I don't know how they could win. I don't know how they win a championship without, but I know it's like, oh, well, that's obvious there. But it's like, I don't know how we even win I mean, all these games are going to be tough to win, especially without Butler in here. The scoring is just going to be inconsistent where it comes from, and we need Curry to be all-time elite, all-time primetime elite to get past a series like this. Then you would say, well, it's just the Rockets. They don't have that many stars. Yeah, but they compete. They play good defense, and they have veteran players. Sengun, he was okay. I thought they did better against him. Sometimes I think the Rockets need to start the offense out more with him, but they tend to kind of start it with the perimeter, and then we'll kind of dump it into him late or something like that. But I would start it more like Denver does and do it more often through him, especially given the offense. I did find it interesting that they kind of were playing Thompson like the Tony Allen effect a little bit in some ways, right? Like they were just Draymond was just letting him like dribble into a free throw jump shot. I was like, oh man, Draymond's slapping Mr. Thompson in the face. No respect, and he ends up missing it. Obviously, closer than that, he has some touch around the hoop, but man, they were leaving him open, and that kind of changed a little bit of the way that they were able to defend Sengun, who had a little bit of an off night. Even the Rockets, their roster isn't used to a playoff game like this. A lot of these guys. So besides Fred there and Mr. Brooks, a lot of these guys haven't played in those games, and it showed with the guy that I was very interested in was because he killed us last game was Green. Jalen Green with 38 points. Tonight he only ends up with 9 points. Played 40 minutes basically, 4 of 11 shooting, 1 of 5 from 3. Did end up with 5 assists and 6 rebounds, but was not very good. Obviously, from the other night especially. So that was a huge factor. Him and Green got into it a little bit at the end as well. It shows the tenacity of this series. So a lot to discuss out here. Appreciate a couple of people tuning in here tonight, checking out the post-game show. We'll be here with you for just a little bit longer. A couple things, though, I wanted to touch on as well with this game was from the Rockets side. Eason is a player I would love to see him on the Warriors eventually. He played really well tonight. And then, my goodness, I know it's not Sam Adams, but my goodness, Steven Adams. He's unbelievable. He kills us over the years. He's picking guards now. He's still getting offensive rebounds on us tonight. They tried to hack Adams. He made more free throws and basically the better percentage than his Rockets teammates who weren't very good from the line. So shout out to those two guys, man. What a pain in the butt they are. They got Jabari Smith, who I don't know. He's gonna be he's a swing player in a series like this. He seems still like he's trying to figure out things a little bit. He does that corner 3 down, does some good things in moments. A little bit more under control, than a guy like Kuminga can kind of play around other teammates a little better. But man, if he can hit to the next level, he'll take them. He'll be that second offensive player that they really need. Actually, probably first offensive player they really need, because without Green scoring, the Rockets are going to have a hard time. So, and Curry said that after the game, this is going to be one of those things that is going to be back and forth. It's going to be close games the whole way. If I get some of Curry's highlights up here on the screen, I mean, you could just see the way he was moving tonight. Felt like that second quarter on, he was just a different player. And like I said, to me, the big storyline was that he played 41 minutes. This is a guy that didn't play very much during the front part of the regular season. They really held him back. And so he had a big game tonight. Draymond's technical, I thought, was the big thing as well. There were some interesting lineups on the court at times. On the pods, Peyton, Post, Moody, Green lineup actually wasn't too bad tonight. I wasn't expecting that. That was probably because of the Peyton effect a little bit. But the Peyton and Curry pick and roll, definitely wasn't expecting that as well. So I think we got that. You got to get that in the postseason game when you're not going to be able to score. You got to get other guys that are going to show up. And tonight that was the case. I was just typing that if he can get Adam, if he can't, Adam should play 30. He dominates us, and I go back to many years. God, I hope JB is back on Monday. Oh man, Ryan, I'm with you, and that's kind of the other as we kind of wrap it up here. I think that's the next way I want to take it, and I totally agree with you about it, Adams. As on that point too that I was making was that he just kills us. He's just a low down low on offensive rebounds. And he's always been a pain, even back to his OKC days, even Memphis as well, right? So, yeah, back Monday night, a little shorter rest here. I guess I would post it to you, Ryan, is if they don't have Butler, do they win game 4? Can Curry give us another one like that? I think he's obviously capable of that. But that's what's going to take. He's going to have to be the star of the show for us because the Rockets do gritty up so much on defense. And unless the Warriors are getting threes from other people, and it'd have to be more than just a healed 5 3-point game. Post would have to be part of that. Kuminga would have to be part of that. Moody, that's how you get blowouts. You get all these guys making threes. And it's going to be tough in a playoff situation. Pods, to me, too, has been an interesting player for us in the playoffs. Like part of me wants a little more from him, but I can see why Kerr trusts him a little bit more. He's able to play defense most of the time without fouling. He is aggressive on offense. He's a good passer out of the drives, and he plays off Curry well. But him and Butler on the court, along with that starting 5, has been one of the best in the league, so we need Butler back. He was standing up tonight, folks. That's a good sign. The bench will take that from him. So the Warriors do win 104-93. There's a big win tonight for the Dubs. And I guess the final, shout out I would have to make on this game was, we haven't talked about it much, but was Tyler's boy, Steve Kerr. I thought he coached this game really well tonight. There was maybe a couple subs that I was like, yeah, I'm not sure, but that's just nitpicking to a different level, and I'm not going to do that. But he was really good tonight. I thought the way he used Curry said, hey, maybe it was Curry and Kerr saying I'm playing the 40 minutes this night. So, or, it was Kerr reading the room a little bit, took Kuminga out at the right time, and put on a better offensive team. And Kuminga still has a hard time finding his way on this team. Does some good things, but for every good thing he does, he takes basically 2 steps back, it feels like, because he's inconsistent. You just can't have inconsistency, especially in the postseason. And so we're going to really need that from him if we're going to get anything from him, or if he wants to play more consistent minutes. So big game Monday night. Warriors have a chance to go up 3-1. It's obviously not a must win, but it feels like this is a game. We'll see what happens with Butler. It's a big thing, but either way, plays or not plays, the Warriors are going to have to kind of gritty up a little bit here tonight and Monday night, because the Rockets are going to bring everything they have. They don't want to go down 3-1, and on the road, you're probably going to get their best performance in that first quarter. So the Warriors better be ready for him to go on that Monday night. Or if not, there's a chance they lose that game. And this is a series, like I said, they should win. They should be able to win this series. Without Butler, obviously, it takes it to a whole different level. But Curry, you saw it with his dominance tonight, with him being the best player on the floor. Raise your game to that next level. Can you get us to that next round? And tonight he was able to. And the referees, I don't know. The holding thing is an interesting one, too. I don't. I don't know. I get it. I've been a Warrior. We've all been Warriors fans for a long time, so we know he doesn't get those calls. But my goodness, I've seen cornerbacks get away with less in the NFL than what some of these basketball players do. But it's the postseason. I get it at times, so it is what it is. So Warriors, big game Monday night coming up. Game 4. Appreciate Sharks for Cup, Mr. Ryan, checking in here. Hope you're doing good tonight, sir. Enjoyed a little Warriors game, maybe a little hockey as well, with the Avalanche finishing up. And Ryan, I'm going to have Mr. Jimmy Pilato on tomorrow with Casey and Brian. We'll talk a little hockey playoffs with him. We'll obviously hit on this game and see what Casey thinks about the Warriors game. We'll also hit on the drafts, the NFL draft a little bit, catch up on that too. So we'll hit all those things tomorrow. But again, big dub win, 104-93. Curry, 36 points. Absolutely awesome out there. Awesome tonight. Every part that he needed to show up, he was the star of the show. Give me that first quarter, understood the situation, showed up tonight, and delivered what we needed to. It took some crazy shots, too, along the way. You could tell he was feeling good. The announcers, or at least the ones that were on ABC, Curry every time. He can make that. He can make that. He can make that. It's a layup for him. It's a layup for him. Always cracks me up on that with a kind of an interesting lineup. Mark Jones and Jay Billis Saturday night, ESPN. That was the announcing crew. Not terrible, just a little surprised, obviously. So with that, Peyton, unbelievable tonight. Thank you for showing up, giving us a good finish there. You were awesome tonight. Appreciate that effort tonight, Mr. Gary Payton. Draymond, the attitude, the energy. I was watching The Last Dance over again, and Mike, I'm telling you, there's the Green Rodman thing. Every time they're not the same people, but the effect they have on the game is very similar. The out of controlness they have at times on the court is very similar. Kuminga, 17 minutes is factor tonight. We'll see what fans think about his tomorrow. I say, when Butler's back, bud, back on the bench. That's what's happening with you. I just don't see it happening very much. Moody, 23 minutes. He's going to keep getting those minutes. Peyton again. Pods, like the defensive effort tonight, but I loved it. Loved the energy there he brought. So Warriors, big win tonight, 104-93. Let's go. Game 4. The NBA knows they want that Warriors-Lakers the playoff series. They don't want Rockets T-Wolves. They do not want that. So if the Lakers are going to lose to the T-Wolves, come on, NBA. Let's get a little love for the first time. Get some Warriors into the second round there. Getting them playing the Lakers possibly, but T-Wolves up 2-1 in that series. I don't know if anybody saw that Nuggets Clippers game as well. What a crazy finish at the end there. Nuggets blew a huge fourth quarter lead, and then they basically on an alley-oop, basically a missed fadeaway it was by Jokic. Gordon was there for the putback. Crazy finish. I mean, you talk about a tenth of a second to be able to make a play. The reactions are ruined though because of replay in that regard, but they got the call right. Nuggets, they tied that up in a great series with the Clippers. I'm glad we're not on that side of the bracket, by the way. I'm glad we're not on that side. Let's be on the other one here. So we'll see you guys on Monday night after the show. See you guys tomorrow on Fat Boy Fadeaway Sports. Like I said, we'll have Jimmy on from far into the bench. Got Brian, Casey, talked a little draft, a little NBA here, a little NHL, and we'll do a little WrestleMania too. We'll talk there. And of course, our winners and losers of the week. And we'll see where Sanders and the Browns lies with that with that part of it. So appreciate anybody tuning in tonight. Warriors 104-93. We'll see you tomorrow morning.